I'm just coming back from my walk, or jog, so we call it walk. I I have been able to drop the boys off together past couple of days, and that has allowed me to be able to go out for my walks just a little bit earlier than when I drop them off separately. And one of the things I'm thankful for that is to be able to pray together in the car, and drop them off. I try my best to make sure that they get the prayer in their spirit, that they themselves at some point would just pray because they are so used to pray in with me. I'm just hoping that the things that we do, they would continue to remember. Right now they don't, but I'm hoping that with time they would get it, and they will do their own and they will say their own prayers. I feel a little distracted. Anyway, on the background, it's playing one of the songs or a song that we've had on loop the last few days. We like it a lot. In the name of Jesus, I am not alone. We like it, and so yeah, that's one of the songs we have on repeat. I think my mind is a little bit disjointed right now, for I'm not sure for what reason, but I don't feel as low as I felt yesterday about everything going on in the world and what it means for our children, and feeling so helpless about it. But there is this verse, and I just checked it. I remember the words, but not the actual verse. So I just looked it up at Matthew 22, verse 36 to 40, when I'm not sure if it was a Pharisee asked Jesus, which is the greatest commandment in the law, and Jesus replied that love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. And he says this is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it: love your neighbor as yourself. And all the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. I feel that this was the most important thing. Uh, you know, if you are a Christian, that should be the most important thing, because Jesus himself pointed it out. When you look at the 10 Commandments, they all would fall under this. If you love your neighbor as yourself, you will not commit adultery, you will not steal. So it's very difficult to see people call themselves Christian and they can't even do this. It's one of the things that's in my mind and baffles me and worries me, that what is this generation teaching our children? But I'm thankful that I feel a little better. I feel like I'm doing my best to contribute to that. Nothing has changed since yesterday. My head continues to hurt a little more than normal, but I'm managing it quite well. I have an interview tomorrow, so I'm praying and I'm going to prepare. I am my biggest obstacle, and I'm hoping that I feel deserving of every role that I interview for, that I'll be able to speak more, like to be able to be confident to speak. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'm still praying. What I'm going to try to do, because right now I just sit down and whatever comes in my head, I speak it. But I would like to maybe organize it a little bit. Yeah, but one thing that um, I was thinking of this morning, and it happens all the time, is when you're out walking or jogging, and you find other people that are doing it as well. Um, and most people, I would say at least 90% of people would actually acknowledge each other on the routes. They don't know you. Um, they will say good morning. If they are running, they would might lift their heads, their hands to wave at you, and it's such a beautiful thing. They don't know you. Some of us, we are with different shapes and sizes, and we acknowledge each other that we are putting in what we need to for ourselves. And I'm just thankful for that. I'm really thankful that it makes you know that people acknowledge each other, or people generally are good. So those are the things in my mind. At least I was able to work out. My mind is still on the verse from yesterday, as well as what I just shared with you. Um, it's Jesus saying, "If I can," and adding on that everything is possible if you believe. And so I am carrying on that. Um, and then my Jeremiah 29:11. So I'm showing up. It's not easy. I have the headache that is a little more, and it's very difficult to stay in focus with that, but it's not going to let me down. And I pray that I go through this day, and I get to see the boys again, at least until tomorrow. And so I hope you were able to show up for yourself. Let's keep hanging on.